of 2019. I am so proud of you. Let me just say, I am a Mets fan too. Right? I was there, I came to visit you guys in April. We talked about the 5 R's. You guys remember the 5 R's? All right, so this is why I have this banana, because most of us don't remember our high school keynote speaker. But when I finish, you will at least remember something about this banana in thoughts. I want to thank all the parents that are here, and I want all of the graduates. Let's take a minute, turn around, stand up, turn around to your parents, to your friends, to your families that considered you. Thank them. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Uncle. Brothers and sisters. Yes. 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 Congratulations. So Principal Dilly, thank you for having me. April, thank you for having me come back. Wow. Thank you for the introduction. I want to tell you a couple things. I am a lawyer, I'm an attorney, I'm an author, but my most important job is mom. I'm a mom first. And I brought my son. He's here. He's 15. He's going to be graduating, I heard, in a couple of years. But I wanted him to come here and witness this, because too oftentimes the shoemaker's kids don't have no shoes. Right? We'll let your parents explain that to you later when you go to dinner or lunch. All right? I want to say a couple of things. Let me just say, education is so important, but don't look at me and think that I got here easily. I grew up in South Jamaica, Queens, in a place called 40 Projects. Pretty tough neighborhood. I still rep my hood all day, every day. All day, every day. Don't let them degrees fool you. You can have a lot of degrees and still be cool. That's right. I don't want anyone to take away that in order for you to be an academic, in order for you to be smart, that you have to be a little less cool, maybe listen to a little less hip hop, or do any of those things. You can still be your true, authentic self. Okay? And be smart in doing that. My road to become an attorney wasn't an easy one. And I want you to understand that, like Principal Dilly told you, you are going to have obstacles, plenty of them, and I had my share. I went away to college, didn't have any money to go, took out some loans. My mom sent me away to a school called Bennett College. It was an HBCU. That was the thing to do. And I got down there and I fought everything moving. Every roommate I had a fight with. They put me with 3 different roommates, I fought all 3 of them. Because I was angry. I was smart, but I wasn't a good student. I didn't like to sit in the class and be spoken to. That was boring to me. And so it didn't work out, I had to leave. I thought I might just be another statistic. My GPA was so low when I got back to New York, I couldn't even get into a CUNY school. I'm a CUNY professor now. I couldn't get in a CUNY school. My GPA was a 1.9 and they were like, no, sorry. I said, right? So I had to take up a trade. I learned how to do nails. In the meantime, since I couldn't go to school, I had to figure something out. So I found a lady, she knew how to do nails, she taught me how to do nails. I got a little table, I started doing nails. Then I went to a junior school and I got my GPA up. And then I transferred to a 4-year school. And then I was doing real good in that school until I met this guy. Then I got pregnant. Then I had to drop out of school. Then I had to get some public assistance. I had to go on welfare for a little while. And I was thinking, I'm gonna be a statistic. And I had that child, and about 1 or 2 years old, I figured I need to go back and get this bachelor's degree. So I did. I went back and I got that degree. And then I got married. Then I was like, well, I really want to be a lawyer. That's always been my dream. I've always wanted to change the world. I always wanted to figure out how I could make a difference in this system that I see so many of us suffering under. And so I applied to law school. And then I got waitlisted. When I talk about obstacles, this is what I'm talking about. You want to get somewhere, but there's something in your way. And I couldn't get into law school. Nobody was accepting me. So I kept applying. And then I finally got into one, New York Law School. And then I taught there when I got out of there too. That That wasn't the end of the obstacles. I made it through law school. I graduated. I went on to go to the DA's office, as Ms. Davis told you. And then shortly after that, I was diagnosed with an eye condition. And the doctor said, sorry to tell you that you're going blind. I'm not about that life. But there are some obstacles that will tell you that you have to accept because you don't have the power to change them. Those are the obstacles that will challenge you the most because you don't have the power to do anything about it. And in those moments, what I want you to do is I want you to be grateful. When it's the hardest, I want you to look out into the universe and be grateful. You know why? Because in the moment when the doctor said to me, you're losing your sight, I said, somebody was born without it. When they said to me, you're also losing your hearing, and I had to get bilateral hearing aids, I said, somebody was born without being able to hear. Having that acceptance and the gratitude will always inform your perspective, all right? It will always inform your perspective. There's always going to be somebody doing worse than you. Always somebody going to be doing worse than you. So the woe is me, leave that for somebody else. Leave it for somebody else. Accept the things you cannot change and be grateful for them. Things will not go smoothly. One of my favorite artists, J. Cole, right? Little Child, I love that song. He said something in that song that I wanted to pull out and share with you. He said, I set my intentions. Did y'all miss that line? I set my intentions. And if you take nothing from me today, I want you to take this. Set your intentions. That means when you walk out the door, you say, I'm gonna have a good day today. You know you're gonna deal with a difficult person. Today, it's not gonna be that hard. Set your intention before you leave. We all have the ability to put our energy in front of us, right? We all have this little voice that speaks to us that we ignore every day, right? Here's an example of the little voice. You left the house, it started to rain, and you go, I knew I should have took that umbrella. Something said, something said, you're something. You're something. Listen to yourself. Listen to that inner voice. It will never guide you wrong. But the ego voice, it'll take you to the wrong place every time. And how do you distinguish the two? And that's why I have the banana. So I want to talk to you about thought energy. Because thought energy is important. Everything you do starts with a thought. You can't be anything, you can't go anywhere unless you think about it first. And because thoughts are so important, you have to be able to observe them. What you mean I can't look at my thoughts? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You got to stop yourself. And you got to say, well, why am I thinking about smacking her right now? That's the thoughts I have to have a lot. I still sometimes want to fight, especially because of the work I do, right? It's very challenging. But you have to do that. So here's how you train your thoughts. Here's how you become observant. One of the things that you have to understand is that you might not have control of your thoughts. You think you do. You think you control your thoughts? All right, so we're going to do a little exercise. This is the part I think you'll remember. Everybody knows what a banana is, right? Yeah. Think about a banana in your head. You can picture it, right? So if I show you this banana and I say, 1, 3, I'm going to ask you to say banana when I show you the banana, okay? 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Banana. Okay, now that was easy, right? Because you all can control your mouth. Now, I'm going to show it to you again. This time I'm going to ask you not to say banana, but think it. Here we go with your thoughts. Think banana, don't say it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You was thinking banana, right? Now, this is the hard part. I'm going to show you the banana again. Do not think banana. Don't think banana, right? Y'all ready? Get your mind right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. How many people said banana again? Right? 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 Now we know, now parents, your takeaway, we know they can control their mouth. Right? Let's get that first. But it's really hard to control your thoughts. Even when you know you're being challenged, you know you're being tested. To not think about the banana, you can't even make yourself not think about it. So the takeaway is, practice that. And the longer you can keep your mind from saying banana, the better you will get at controlling your thoughts. Okay? Because your thoughts manifest. Thoughts become actions, actions become deeds, deeds become your habits. Okay? So your thoughts are so important. All right, I'm not gonna be up here too long. I promised April that I would be 10. She's like, no, you must speak for 15 minutes. You know how she can be, right? All right, let me just say a couple more things. 1, give back. Because the seats that you are filling, someone is going to fill behind you. And it's my understanding that you are the first of the METS fans to graduate. You guys are the first, right? Yes. There are people that are coming behind you. You have a responsibility to them. Whether they are your fellow classmates or your younger brothers or your cousins. You grew up like me, your cousins were like sisters and brothers. They grew up in the same house, right? If you have young people, they are watching you. They're watching you. Square your shoulders so they can have some place to stand. That's your responsibility. I charge you. I am a college professor, so let me say a couple things about college for those of you who are going. First of all, there are 1,000 ways to be successful in this experience. As Mr. Dilly told you, you are here on this planet to have your experience. And parents, we have to let them have it. And sometimes that means we have to let them make some mistakes. But keep in mind in your experience that you must give back. You must give back. It's required. Okay? In college, you must ask questions. I know that that's not a very favorable thing to do. It's not popular. People think that if you inquire, maybe I'm dumb, I'm not smart. You have to ask questions. You have to be intellectually curious. That means that if you are reading something and you see a word and you don't know it, you don't just keep reading.
Right.
You know, I know how you don't do it because I'm a college professor and a mom. And when I read the homework, my son, I'm like, what's that? What's this word mean? I don't know. Then how did you get past it? Be intellectually curious enough to stop. Information is at your fingertips. And it's free. And it's free. You can't Google it, you can find it on Khan's Academy. There's nothing you can't learn for free. If you want it. If you want it, it's there, it's available. You just gotta go get it. So ask the questions in college. I promise you, that's one of the things students do not do. You didn't understand the lesson, and you're walking out the door. Stop the professor. We want you to engage us. We want you to ask more questions. That's how we know we're reaching you. Okay, so ask those questions. Otherwise, closed mouth don't get fed. It just doesn't, right? I can't help you if you don't tell me you need help. Right? And there are lots of people who will help you. Manage your expectations. Nobody don't owe you nothing. Let me say that one more time.
Yes.
So nobody owe y'all nothing. Nobody don't owe y'all nothing. I don't hear no parents clapping. I know y'all don't like this part. I don't care. You have to manage your expectations, manage your entitlements, and then you manage your disappointments, right? Because if you have high expectations of a person and they don't live up to those expectations, they disappoint you. But if you don't have any expectations of anyone and have none, then everything that comes is just a nice surprise. Have no expectations. We must get back to a place in our society where we have a truly informed citizenry. I'm counting on you guys. We are all counting on you to inform yourself, to arm yourself. We are counting on your imagination. We are counting on you to be informed. We are counting on your integrity, your strength, your resilience. We are counting on your imagination. We are counting on your ingenuity. We are counting on the fact that you will make sure that there is parity in all areas of life. We are counting on you to care about other people who look like you and who don't. We're counting on you to do that. We are counting on that commitment. We are counting for you to care about people as you care about yourself. You are capable of all those things and so much more. Remember to move on the frequency of love. Be kind. If you do nothing else, be kind to others. I know it's understated, but I promise you that the energy that love carries is so powerful that it can and it will overcome so many of the obstacles that you absolutely will face. Remember this, my last words to you. You are not better than anyone, but nobody is better than you.